another everyday Qigong session. So, time to wake up, I think. Wake up Tuesday morning, wake the body up, get yourself feeling more alive and play with it. So it's just a matter of just playing with the movements and really getting that kind of playful curiosity as to what's going on inside the body, how the body can move with more ease and comfort, really. So you're looking for the comfort inside, internally, finding that kind of quality of openness, quality of release, finding the quality of ease within the body. So in order to restructure your body and organize the body so that you can actually just chill out and really just start experiencing what's going on inside, there are certain things that need to be put in place in order to sort of make sure that you're not just standing and waving your arms about. Partly it's getting your breathing inside the body, so that as you breathe in, breathing inside the body, that's a bit of a weird thing to say. Creating more comfort with your breath. So as you breathe in, you're breathing into the belly and the abdominal wall will expand, and as you breathe out, the abdominal wall will contract. Now, this is just what they class as natural breathing. There are many different types of breathing that do lots of different things, and you can play around with that as much as you like, doing whatever it is you want to do. You can even bring that into this set. But to start with, especially if you're not used to being aware of your breathing and really sort of focusing on it, just for now, it's just about opening up the body as you breathe in and closing the body as you breathe out, so that you can start to make the breathing smoother, more regular, become aware of it, make it deeper into the body, and bring the breathing down into the belly. So it's focusing on that kind of opening and closing as you do it. Another thing to do is to prevent this thing, the brain, the mind, from wandering and darting all over the place, because it's incredibly good at following thoughts and chasing things. So it's almost like chasing rabbits down a rabbit hole, or chasing a squirrel up a tree and then standing there barking and getting really carried away. It's about softening the mind and about allowing the mind to absorb itself and sink into the body. So you're bringing your mind down to a point, and it's about 2 to 3 fingers width below the tummy button, and then back inside the body. It's not on the abdominal wall itself here where your finger is. You actually have to come back and be inside the body while you do it. So that, combined with the breathing, is 2 parts to how to get Qigong to start to work for you. Okay, so you really are bringing your mind in and starting to look internally. And then the third thing, which is equally important really, is the movements. So the movements stay the same. We've done the same set of movements now since I started doing this at the beginning of lockdown. And the reason for that is so that your body can integrate. Your body can just it knows what it's doing, it's comfortable, and you can start to then be aware of how the body moves and integrates and how everything connects together. And that takes practice, because to start with, it's just a matter of you waving your arms about. And you might start getting some sensations of qi moving through the body. You might get those adrenaline pops, if you like. You might get the kind of sensation of steam rising up through the body, or bioelectricity going on, or some magnetism going on in the hands, and so on and so forth. Through continual practice and bringing the mind inside the body, letting your breathing sink into the belly, you should start to internalize that and start to feel things more deeply, not just on the surface. To start with, it's going to be a surface thing, because you're removing tension, developing sung, and sinking deeper into the body. If you don't bring your mind into it, regulate your mind and bring that down to the tan bien, if you like. If you don't regulate your breathing, you are just opening up the joints and moving the body around. It's not actually a full Qigong exercise. You'll get benefit from it because it'll be moving things about and actually getting you moving. But to really make Qigong work, you have to internalize the mind, and you have to work on your breathing, and you have to get the body to integrate, so your mind absorbs into the body, the breath absorbs into the body, and you start to get that feeling internally, the comfort, the opening up of all the internal spaces, the qi sinking into the body. All of these things They don't require much other than that. Okay, the mind coming in, breathing regulated, and the body moving. And because it's such a simple explanation, it's really, really hard to do because the brain likes to wander off and you get bored. You start chasing these rabbits and squirrels and looking for your shopping list or what happened yesterday. So today, playing with it, allow the mind to come into the body and absorb, sink down into the belly. Don't look for bells and whistles, don't look for sparks and fireballs and things like that. Just allow the mind to sink in and experience that. Work on your breathing, so you're opening the body up, closing it down as you're breathing in and out, and then feel how the body connects as you're moving through each of the movements. So, enough talking from me this morning. Let's settling down through the feet. Let's settle down through the settle down through the feet. And treat it as though you're playing a game. This is playful. Like, have the curiosity of a playful child. Okay, just don't try and force anything. Don't try and understand anything. Don't try and make things happen. Just experience and feel what's going on. So, feet shoulder width apart, spreading the feet onto the floor, opening them up, and allowing your weight to sort of sink down through the feet. Now we say soften the feet so that you're not pushing up or resisting the ground, if you like. Just softening through the legs, opening the ankles. So the ankle joints, it's like a clenched fist, it just releases. You'll probably find that that's more to do with the muscles in the calf and what's going on with the tendons as they come across and hold the foot and the ankle joint together. So just let all of that just expand, release and sink. Again, moving up through the legs into the knees, just softening the knee joints. So allow the knees just to sort of move slightly. They like to move in the forward and backwards plane. They don't like to twist and move either side. It's not comfortable for them. Softening the thighs, opening the thigh joints up. And then relaxing these muscles here across the thigh, into the hip and up into the ribs. Just relax those muscles off. So you're not squatting here, you're sinking in to the quad, engaging down through here. Let the tailbone drop, pelvis levels, opening up the lower back, shoulders resting comfortably over the hips so the spine elongates. You're not pulling your shoulders back, you're not pushing your shoulders forward, you're just allowing them to find that neutral position so that the chest naturally hollows. And the chin is tucked in gently just to raise up the occiput and open the neck, release the muscles down through the neck and empty the neck. And then floating in space, the bones are all floating in space, the muscles release and sink. Just get your breathing going into your belly. It doesn't feel like the belly's opening up and you've got the breathing going into the belly, then sit down more, let the tailbone drop more, and just release the chest, relaxing the diaphragm, relaxing the waist. Let the mind sink. And then breathing in, the hands come up the centre line. Turn the palms, take the hands up over the head. And then breathe out, circling the arms down. Releasing the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists, emptying the hands. And breathing in, come up. And breathe out. Now the speed of your breathing and the speed of the movement, try and get them to integrate. So it's movement and breath in time with your own rhythms. It's a speed that works for you really. And then over time you can slow it down. Hands up to the chest. Breathing out, turn the palms and just push the hands down. Let the arms just come to rest by the sides. And just check in, softening your feet, the ankles, knees, releasing the hips, sinking in through the quad, allowing the tailbone just to drop, pelvis levels. Lower back opens, waist opens, spine elongates as the shoulders rest comfortably over the hips, chin tucked in gently, head suspended from space. All the muscles expand, release and sink while the bones stay floating upright. Take a couple of breaths into the belly, remind yourself that you're opening up as you breathe in, closing as you breathe out. The areas of tension, just see if you can get them to relax. So it's like a clenched fist, and then just release. Mind down into the belly as you breathe. And breathing in, bring the hands up to the chest. Chest tight, breathing out. Left hand pushes up, right hand pushes down. Breathe in, hands come back to the chest. Breathe out, swap the hands. All the time, releasing down through the legs, breathing into the belly. Softening the shoulders. One more. And then with the hands back up the chest, breathe out, both palms to the floor, push down. The hands come to rest. And softening down through the feet, the ankles, the knees, the hips, tailbone drops, lower back opens, waist releases. Shoulders resting comfortably over the hips, chin tucked in, head suspended from space. Breathing in and breathe out. Just really relax the shoulders now, opening up the arms, upper arms, biceps, triceps, letting them just release and sink so that the elbow joints can open. Forearms release, sink, opening up the wrists. Empty the hands and let the hands just become heavy like a weight on the end of a piece of rope. So the arms are like the rope and the hands are heavy, switching off all the muscles in the arms. Shoulders, shoulder blades, clavicles, just release up into the neck, down the spine, releasing the muscles either side, engaging down through the crease, the quad. Start to turn the waist. So sitting down as you're turning, and it's the waist that's moving. The arms just disengage so they start to swing because the shoulders are moving. The shoulders are moving because the waist is moving, and because you're releasing down through the legs, relaxing the hip muscles and engaging down through the crease, the quad. So it's like you're sitting down as opposed to squatting. You should be able to move your waist without twisting down through the legs. And just feel that kind of comfort as you move. The arms are just swinging like a piece of rope. They don't have to do anything, they're just swinging round. The waist is doing all the work. Breathing into the belly. Just form a pattern that works for you, breathing in, breathing out comfortably. Speed it up a little bit. And really just open up the insides of the body, the abdomen, the diaphragm releases, the chest opens. We're going to change, just let the arms swing. So one swings in front, one swings behind, and they're coming. The motion is more now going out to the sides, back in. Try to avoid bouncing through the movement if you can, and just feel the momentum as it moves through your body, with the waist turning, arms switched off, legs released. We're going to change. Just let the hands come to rest by the sides, softening down through the feet, ankles, knees, hips, tailbone drops, opening up the lower back, opening up the waist and the quad, spine elongated very slightly so that the shoulders can rest comfortably over the hips, chin tucked in gently to open up the neck, head suspended from space, so all the bones floating upright, muscles release and sink. As you breathe in, palms come forward, leading with the fingertips. Drop the fingertips, raise the arms to shoulder height. On the out breath, drop the elbows, drop the wrists and down as they're pushing through water. Breathing in. And breathe out. As you breathe out, you're sinking into your hips more, letting the tailbone just drop. So you're not actually sinking into the hips, sorry, it's sinking down through the quads, sitting down on a stool. Opening. Close. One more. Change. Turning the fingertips to the right, circling up, leading with the fingertips. Right hand comes in front of the face, the left hand continues the circle, and then both hands just turn palms to the floor to hold a ball in the centre. Relaxing down through the legs, letting the tailbone drop so you're not leaning forward or back. Weight evenly spaced through both feet. Turn your waist to the right and then swap the hands so that the right fingertips cross across the left wrist, and turn your hips round and then over to the left. Turn the palms, cross the left fingertips over right wrist, squaring the hips and turn. So again, everything's turning around the waist, shoulders remain released. Let your breathing fall into a pattern that works for you. And just feel how everything connects up. Feel the motion through the body. Relaxing and releasing the soft tissue as you go. Keeping the bones upright. One more. And circle up the lower hand, both hands at the chest. Breathe out, let the hands just come to float down by the sides. And then just close the hands over the belly. Knuckle of the thumb in the tummy button, let the palm rest down. The other hand comes in flat over the top, and it's left hand under right for men, right hand under left for ladies. Sinking down through the feet, softening the feet, the ankles, all the time breathing into the belly, opening and closing. Softening the knees. Tailbone drop as you release the hips. Shoulders resting comfortably over the hips. Chin tucked in gently. Head suspended from space. All the bones floating upright. All the muscles release and sink. Change, bring the hands up, wiggling the fingers at the ends of the arms. Bring the hands down, circle of the hands. Change. Breathing in, coming up onto the toes. Breathe out, allow yourself to drop. In. And breathe out. Keep going. one more. And relax. Just come up, shake off the legs, shake the foot, releasing the ankle. The other side, circling the knees. Out the other way. Come up, shoulder width, just opening up the hips, releasing the hip joints. Out the other way. Change, circling the shoulders. And back the other way. And then just turn the head over one shoulder. And over the other side. And back. Just feel the stretch, don't force it. Allow yourself just to move. And we are done. So thank you so much for joining me again this morning. I hope you enjoyed that session. As always, if you could tag, share and like this video, that would be absolutely fantastic. And if you have any questions or would like to leave any comments, please do so below. Thank you very much for joining me this morning. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm repeating myself now. Have a really good day. Take care.